Hello Libra, and welcome to Soul Sundays. Libra, it's a quick 3-card spread to have a look at your mind, body and soul and see what's coming up for the week ahead. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Libra. Please show me what they need to hear, not what they want to hear for the week ahead. Spirit, can I please have 3 cards, one for mind, one for body and one for soul? Thank you. Woo! Deep, the turnaround. Ba, 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 ba. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a turning point. And do you know why? Because we just had the full moon in your sign on the 21st. So a lot of you, I definitely did, would have felt a shift in energy. Literally the day before, I didn't sleep. I was like quite emotional. I was melancholy. And I totally forgot that it was the full moon because there's so much else going on in my personal life. But for you guys, you would have felt it shift as well. It's almost like you're through a challenging period and you're stepping out on the other side. Can I please have an additional card for Libra for their body? What's the most important message that they need to know this week? Wow, I mean, this card's been coming out for almost every sign. Consult a nutritionist. What are you eating and consuming? If you've been eating a lot of junk food and you haven't really been looking after your health in terms of what you've been consuming, then now is the time. I was just speaking about this in Virgo. Personally, I've been focused on this a lot since February. My focus has been there, but I started in March in terms of really eating clean, changing what I was putting into my body. I'm seeing a functional nutritionist. They're slightly different from a standard nutritionist. And the reason for that is because they actually look at the whole picture of your body, okay? If you are one that's been burning the candle at both ends and you've been working a lot, and I feel that for most Libras because that's the energy that's been around you, then it's about how you can actually get more energy from the food sources that you're eating, and you might be deficient in certain minerals. So you know how if you go to a doctor and you have a headache and they prescribe you something for the headache, they don't actually look at the root cause of what's going on. A functional nutritionist will do that for you, okay? They'll actually go and have a look at your blood work, they'll have a look at the whole picture and figuring out what it is that's missing for you. So I'm just trying to adjust my camera so it's not so wonky. One more card please for the soul message for the week ahead. I don't know if that's much better, but I'll work with what I've got. I've been struggling to get these videos out to you. I had issues with my Wi-Fi, my phone screen came off, my laptop crashed, Mercury bloody retrograde. Thank you. There it is. Renewal. Yes, I love it. Like, look at that. Look at the colours. And we're in autumn in the southern hemisphere, and I know for you guys in the northern hemisphere you're stepping into spring. But I see very fall kind of autumn colours coming through. Renewal and the turnaround, they go hand in hand, right? So where your mindset is at and what's going on for you from a spiritual level, it's aligned, okay? It may not feel like that to you right now. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice, too many videos today. It may not feel like that to you right now. It may actually feel like the opposite, like as if you're pushing and pushing, and that I think has largely to do with whatever you're consuming, either not getting enough sleep, drinking too much, not eating the right foods for your physical body. But you are going through a change, Libra, quite a big dramatic one. What a lot of people don't know is that we have another full moon coming up in your sign when it comes to April, and the full moon around equinox, and the shifts in energy, the change in season, and then the one coming up next, it's all about renewal. You are literally transforming who you are from the inside out. And that's where it starts, right? That's where it starts with your diet. Like, I can't stress that enough. Getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, eating correctly, the right food, fruit and vegetables for your body. But let's start with the turnaround. So this is major arcana, so it's something that can't be avoided this week when it comes to your mindset. It's the Hanged Man in traditional tarot. So it speaks about, in traditional tarot, it shows a guy that's like literally looks like Jesus on a cross. He's upside down. It looks like he's been hung, but he's in that position because he can see things clearly as like a halo around his head. It's like an illumination, right? Being able to see clearly your path forward. And this for you is exactly what's happening so you can get to this phase of renewal. It's literally your world has been turned upside down. And let me read it for you, okay, and then I'll break it down for you. The key words are transition, for this card, all right? Revolution. Your world is turning upside down. There you go. Fighting it will only cause hurt. Surrender and you will feel yourself gently turning into a new perspective. The turnaround represents an experience, situation, event, or person that will turn your world upside down so that any unneeded part of your life can shake loose. Hang in there. You have plenty of time to review things and do some soul searching. What do you need to surrender for inner peace? What hang-ups do you have? What people or circumstances have you been waiting to change? If you feel the need to manage and control your life, you may find this time difficult, but this is the very thing that is holding you back from your desires. Relax, let go, and feel yourself turning towards your dreams. So for some of you, and which is unlike your sign, but in order to try and get to where you're going, you've been hanging on so tightly trying to control everything. What that does is that it doesn't allow the universe to get in and free will and choice to come in and help and guide you to the right direction. Often we think and we feel that we know the right way forward is X, but 9 times out of 10 there's a faster way of doing it, or another way of getting there, or a better way for us as the spiritual bodies we are having this human experience, right? When you hold into something so tightly, and it's like, if I just do this, if I just do that, if I just do that, if I just keep pushing, push, what's going to happen is you'll reach a breaking point where it'll all crumble and fall apart. And I feel that energy for you. It may actually happen this week, where you do have something that just tips you over the edge or causes you to break down, and it's that breakdown that causes a breakthrough, or as the card says, a turnaround, a revolution. It's not advisable to hold on to things so tightly, okay? Now look, I know that feeling when you're in a situation of stress and you're trying to find harmony and balance, which is what your sign likes to do, keep everyone happy and find harmony and balance for all. But you've got to start with yourself, okay? And that starts with nurturing who you are physically, because you can't achieve anything in this world if physically you aren't able, right? It's a really simple message. It's something that I'm still struggling with myself in trying to balance my health and my physicality, my full-time job, and then doing this and bringing the messages to you guys because it's so important, and doing it on time. It takes a lot from someone. It takes a lot when you've only got limited amount of days, hours in the day. But it starts here. Now, I haven't read from the book for any of the other signs, but they're telling me to read it for you, so there must be an additional message in the book for you on this card. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, you drew this card because diet is the foundation of the situation you're inquiring about. Improvements in food and beverage choices can therefore improve your health. A licensed or registered nutritionist can assess your lifestyle and your dietary needs and create satisfying meal strategies. If you're asking about the health of a person who normally eats poorly, there's a strong possibility that a nutritionist will be able to present scientific logic that will motivate the individual to choose healthier foods. And then the specific meanings are: eat more healthfully, listen to your intuitive feelings about making positive dietary changes, honor your body by feeding it wholesome, nutritious foods. And then it says, dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating habits over to you and ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. So for some of you, you need to gain weight. For others of you, you need to lose it. Whatever it is, to find that happy medium, okay? But this card is telling that you are supported. All you need to do is ask, and if you repeat that prayer, then it will come to you. If you don't believe in that kind of thing, that's fine. Then the actual physical advice is go speak to a nutritionist, and if you can, a functional one at that. Okay, your spiritual message of renewal is very cool. Let me find it for you, because this ties into revolution. Okay. Listen, your heart is calling. A thirsty heart cannot be quenched by logic. It must drink from the well of life and be replenished. Each time it breaks, it comes to hold more, but its essence does not change. Your heart holds your truth in every breath. What does it say? Listen, and you shall be reborn. And then it goes on to say, giving something a try is not making a lifelong obligation. You can switch, swap, and refine your interests, friends, lovers, career, plans, home as often as you would like. If something doesn't fit right, Try something new, and if that doesn't work out, try something else. What you're looking for could be right around the next corner. There is no failure in moving on or starting over. There you go, Libra. That was your reading for this week. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.